There's been a lot of reports about the former president of Nigeria, that is President Goodluck Jonathan, and it has been about his move to, the All Progressive Congress. But he has also given his own part of that story about him not moving anywhere. Anyway, but that is not about this report. This report is about the strong message and the warning he's sending to leaders. Well, I'll bring you more details, but please stay tuned. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that you can get updated anytime we drop a new video. Yes, and remember that a lot of controversial talks about President Goodluck going to the APC, but he has made it also very clear that he is going nowhere, that he's still very much in the People's Democratic Party, and he's just friends with the All Progressive Congress. Like they would say, there's no smoke without fire. So there's some things I know cooking on the ground, but I hope he does not mess things up, because if he dare goes to the All Progressive Congress, I believe that will be one way his political career would definitely end in the country. So he shouldn't just try it. The way he has protected his dignity, he should continue to do that, because it is more important than anything he could ever think of. Well, let us get into details, because that is away from this report. Here is a strong message he's sending out, and I hope that these leaders get to hear what he is warning them about. All right, my dear people, without further ado, it says that the Goodluck Jonathan Foundation, GJF, has challenged African leaders to safeguard democracies. Anne Iyonu, director of the organization founded by the ex-president, gave the charge in a statement on the 2021 International Day of Democracy. The day is observed in countries across the world every September 15. GJF, that is Goodluck Jonathan's foundation, urged government to deliver good governance, prioritize credible elections, and guarantee the rights of all citizens. The body lamented the disregard for democratic values such as separation of powers and term limits. Iyonu warned that such tendencies would negatively affect the continent and the people. The ED said civil leadership should bring about peace, equity, justice, inclusion, and sustainable development. In many African countries, the essential values of democracy, such as the rule of law, separation of powers, and constitutional terms limits, are no longer adhered to. The situation poses threats to the survival of democracy in Africa, as the promises of peace, justice, and human freedom are daily betrayed, she noted. Yes, obviously, these are the things that, in fact, Nigeria is indeed lagging behind, because Nigeria has lost respect for the rule of law. Nigeria has lost respect for law and order. Now we have a lot of people that are bigger than the law, that they cannot follow the rule of law. Even when the law has actually ruled over a case, you'll be so shocked that people do not even care about the outcome. They still go ahead to do as they wish. And I keep wondering, where is the law? I don't get, where is the law? These people break the law. They don't follow the rule of law. They create laws by themselves, the ones that would favor them. And I wonder how, such a country will grow. I know they don't care if the country grows or not, but the truth is they should always remember that they would not be leaders forever. Even if you decide to hijack the government totally, and you decide to stay there for 10 years, 20 years. We've seen state president, we've seen country president being president for 30 years, 36 years, 25 years and more. And at the end of the day, what happened to them? Most of them still, it's either they die or perhaps they were dethroned by some other person. So nobody stays there forever. So they should always put this at the back of their minds. They should always remember that nobody stays in such a position forever. There's room for change, and change can come at any time. And once change comes like that, you really do not have a choice. Even when you're not ready for it, it just happens. So definitely these are things that they should put at the back of their minds, that anything could happen and any change can as well happen at any time. But at this point, I believe that Goodluck Jonathan has actually said his mind. And one of the major problems Nigeria is facing is not having credible election. We've only seen how a credible election played out in the Edo State 2020 governorship election, because, some things that were not really, that are inexplainable actually happened during that Edo State election, because, nobody ever thought that that election, that a president would get his hands off the election and allow what happened in that state to happen. A lot of these guys who were supposed to disrupt the election, none of them were able to do that, because the president do not want to get involved in that election. And the question you should be asking yourself is, why was the president, or why was he not that interested in getting involved in that election? Remember, that was the election that took Oshomole from grace to grass, and up till now, he's still struggling to find his feet, because he has not been able to fit in into any office since he was taken away as the chairman of the All Progressive Congress, the national chairman of that party. And there are still a lot of issues on ground. Aside that, his national working committee were also dissolved. So many things terrible happened. So definitely, what the ex-president is saying, let's follow the rule of law. And not just that, we should learn to organize a free, fair, and credible election. It is for the betterment of everyone. It is. That is the basic truth. No matter how much hanky-panky they want to play to win election, at the end of the day, they will also be affected. That is why we're suffering from insecurity in the country today, because of all of these things. Because if you tell people, they tell you, I'm not the only one who is at fault here. During elections, it is still the same people who would come look for, thugs, and use them as, sponsor them and use them as thugs to disrupt election and destroy people. So everyone just feel, well, I'm not the only sinner, so we are all sinners. And with that, you know what that could mean for a nation? The nation will keep going bad, because everybody feels, well, I've done my part, I cannot kill myself. All of this kind of attitude destroys a nation, because some people are there already who are supposed to lead by example but are not. And those who are supposed to follow just look at those in front and say, well, if they are not following it, I am also not following. So there's a lot of issues. So guys, that is it. I don't know what you have to say. Please drop your comment, give this video a thumbs up, and like this video. Do have a pleasant time. Bye for now.